What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D, and first of all, I want to thank Tennessee Brando for allowing me to grace his page with my presence. Love what you do, man. I'm a huge fan. And if you guys like my content, go on over to my page at Coach D_speaks and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys. So, who out there does not have a video of themselves bashing Donald Trump before becoming one of his biggest fans, one of his biggest supporters, or even nominated to be in his cabinet? We all know the story of Ted Cruz. Donald Trump basically insinuated that his dad killed JFK. He also called Ted Cruz's wife ugly and called him Lying Ted. Ted Cruz said that Donald Trump is a bully, said he's a threat to democracy, and said he should not be taken seriously. But what does Ted Cruz do? He goes and kisses the ring, and then he even makes cold calls for Donald Trump. Tulsi Gabbard criticized Donald Trump for avoiding the military, also said he was a threat to democracy, and said that he was a juvenile. But what does she do? She goes and kisses the ring, and now she's nominated to be in his cabinet. Lindsey Graham said that Donald Trump was a threat to democracy and did not represent the Republican Party or anyone who has ever worn the uniform. And now, as we've seen every single day, he is Donald Trump's biggest supporter. Marco Rubio called him Little Marco. Marco Rubio has said that Donald Trump is a bully and should not be taken seriously as well, and also called him a threat to democracy. But what does Marco Rubio do? He goes and kisses the ring, and now he's also nominated to be in his cabinet. Well, we can now add Pete Hegseth to that list as well.
But it's typical Trump. All bluster, very little substance. He talks a tough game, but then when pressed on it, he's an armchair tough guy. I hate to say it, but this is a guy who said that John McCain is not a war hero, yet he sought his own 5 military deferments.
And how can we forget J.D. Vance? J.D. Vance, who is now Donald Trump's vice president-elect, he at one time said he was a never Trump guy and also said that Donald Trump was America's Hitler. It seems like we only get honesty from these people before they became a Trump person, before they became one of Donald Trump's people. Like, all of them seem to agree that Donald Trump was a person who should not be taken seriously. They all seem to agree that he was someone who did not respect the military. But then, when it is found out that they had said these things about Donald Trump, you know what they say? I was manipulated by the media. I didn't know Donald Trump. When I got to know him, I realized the media had lied to us. The things they said were not manipulative. They were facts. When they said that Donald Trump didn't respect the military because he said that John McCain was not a war hero, those are facts. We can find the videos of Donald Trump saying that. When they said that Donald Trump is all talk and then got deferments to avoid going to war, those are facts. We all know these are facts. So the things that they're saying that they all seem to agree about, they seem to be backtracking off of those things and saying they were manipulated by the media. We are talking about elected officials outside of Pete Hegseth. During the time Tulsi Gabbard, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham were saying these things, they were elected officials. They were being manipulated by the media? Are we serious right now? And Pete Hegseth is saying exactly what they were saying as well. He's saying Donald Trump is all talk. He's all talk, and then he went and got military deferments. He's saying Donald Trump does not respect the military. He said that John McCain was not a war hero. And then that same guy goes and avoids going to war himself. They were all saying it. So the only time that they've ever said anything honest was when they were saying negative things about Donald Trump before they decided to backtrack so that they could become, someone in Donald Trump's favor. These next 4 years are going to be wild, and I've been saying that I cannot wait till they are over. But I will say this, we all need to keep our foot on the gas, That is why you need to make sure that you stay in contact and make sure you keep watching pro-democracy content like myself, Tennessee Brando, the Midas Touch Network, because that's where you're going to get the real information. And that is where you're going to be equipped with the knowledge to fight against what we are going to be dealing with for the next 4 years. I don't want people, we've done our mourning, right? It is time for us now to get ourselves up and be ready for this, because January 20th is coming soon and they're trying to hit the ground running, and we need to be ready for it as well. Stay tuned in, stay plugged in, make sure you guys stay ready, because this is going to be a wild 4 years, but I'm up for the challenge. I hope you guys are as well. Period.